Welcome to my studio space. When we bought this 200-year-old house in 2006, I ran upstairs and claimed the largest bedroom for myself immediately. As a fabric artist, I can best describe what I do by saying I take large pieces of fabric, cut them into little pieces, and then sew them back together again. I grew up on a farm in the Hudson Valley, which explains why I just love to make barns. Sketching and doodle drawing is something I've always enjoyed doing. It's a nice diversion from working in fabric and thread, but it also very much inspires the designs that I put in the fabric and thread. And it also helps in play in some of my art journals from trips. This piece is a wonderful example of how all the doodles and sketches now show up in the cloth, but this time they are in thread. My best friend in the studio is actually my sewing machine. I bought my Bernina in 1986 and it still serves me well. It is mechanical, it's not computerized, so for me to draw with it, I must drop the feed dogs, put in a darning foot, and just draw as if I had a pencil. It's like moving the paper under the pencil point. I'm going to explain the beginning steps of creating my fabric pieces. This is an example of something simple and small. I'll start with drawing the design on a piece of paper. I always begin with a drawing. I trace over with freezer paper with the wax side up. After that, on the back side of the freezer paper, I will put a number across each line, the same number on both sides. I'm going to cut it apart, and I need to be able to put it back together again. I take those pieces to the ironing board with the fabrics that I want to use. I place the wax side down of the freezer paper on the cloth and use the iron. The heat melts the wax and it holds it into place. Cut 1/4 inch around each piece and then start to sew it back together again by matching those numbers. And there you have your simple base. From then you add doors, windows, trees, cats, birds, bicycles, and lots of overlay stitches, quilting stitches. This is an example of a larger piece. It is called the Bicycle Barn when it is finished. And here is the piece completed. Thank you for visiting my studio today. I hope sometime you can actually walk up the stairs, down the hall, and see this lovely large bedroom turned into this magical place that I love so much.